since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Continuing the 12 days of stoutness, we are going to review another stout. This is the 2015 vintage of Parabajava from Firestone Walker. This is basically Parabola with coffee added. Barrel-aged Imperial Coffee Stout, it says. So, Firestone Walker is up in Paso Robles, I do believe. Does it say on here? I think it's Paso Robles. I'm almost positive it is. I've actually had this beer before, but if we're going to be honest, it was at March Madness in Reno with my partner in crime, Mr. Nathan Ryerson, and my brother-in-law Lane, and we had been drinking for 3 straight days, and I remember having this, and I remember thinking it was just dark fruits for days. There was nothing else that I remember from it, except for it being dark fruit. So, 14% alcohol by volume, big beer. The label of Firestone Walker beers are insane. It talks about everything. OG, the IBUs, how many cases were produced, 500 cases of this. The Play-Doh, the yeast, the SRM, it's insane. It's signed by the brewman. This is crazy talk. So, I actually got this from my buddy Rob, a long time ago. He was actually up at Firestone Walker, and he called me and was like, "Hey, they have bottles of Parabajava. If you want one, I can get one for you." And I said, "Please do that." So, he did. So, Rob, you don't watch these videos, but I'm gonna thank you anyways. So yeah, let's get into this one. And he also sent me proper glassware, so we will be using that proper glassware though. So. Sturdy? No. We just cleaned it out. Whatever. Let's give her a pour. Oh, this is really light. Does not pour dark like the last couple of stouts we reviewed. Does that matter? I don't know. Fin to find out, player. I mean, it's pitch black in the glass. Finger of like that, again, just mocha khaki looking head. Kind of rocky bubbles. 14% when we swirl this, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just streaking down the glass. Alcohol eggs, 4 days. Looks sexy in that proper glassware. Hashtag PGG. So, again, a year-old beer with coffee. So the coffee's probably faded. Let's go ahead and shove our nose in it and see what it smells like. So this is still, it's a lot of dark fruits, and just like we just reviewed Huna, this has that umami thing going on. But there's just, it's rich roasted malts, chocolate. I think the rich roasted malts, it's giving off like that kind of, obviously you can't smell bitterness, but it smells like coffee bitterness, if that makes any sense. I will say, I don't know why the label is coming off of this. It's barrel aged. Does it say what it's barrel aged in? It doesn't. There's a little bit of like woody kind of oakiness in there. Maybe just like a touch of like vanilla sweetness. I don't know. That's the thing. If this is aged, I don't think it's aged in like a bourbon barrel or anything, because there's nothing, like there's no aroma of any of that. It's just, it's oaky, it's woody, there's a little bit of vanilla. But it's dark fruits for days. And again, that might be like fruitiness coming from the coffee, whatever coffee they use. So, let's go and dive in. Rob, cheers. Thanks, bro. As my man Eric Wood says, twinge of booze. It's a little boozy, but it's damn good. And so much barrel on the finish of that. Fuck, it's like straight oaky, woody, tons of vanilla on the finish of that. Wow, that's crazy. Up front, it's chocolatey. Again, rich roasted malts. There's a little bit of like coffee bitterness right on the middle of your tongue. Dark fruits. It's like, I don't know. See, that's the thing with dark fruits. I eat like plums, but do I taste plums? I don't know. It's not like sweet. Is it figgy? Maybe. Raisins? I mean, I haven't had raisins since I was a kid. It might be that. It's just, it reminds me of something dark fruit. I don't eat So I don't eat fruitcake during the holidays, but I always smell it when it's at someone's house. It kind of reminds me of something like that. And that, like, it might be nuttiness, like woodiness that I'm getting that reminds me of that. But it is a touch boozy, like on the finish. It's really, really good. But the mouthfeel of this is a little thin compared to the stouts that we've been drinking the last couple nights. I think my cold's finally going away, by the way. John told me that the more stouts I drink, the more my sickness will be killed. So I'm trying to fucking kill it. I'll tell you that much. As you can see by the uploads that have been going on. It's dark beers. It's the 12 days of stoutness. This is really good. This beer is kind of hyped. And I think it's just like a bottle count thing. It's been a while since I've had Parabola, so I couldn't tell you if this is like Parabola with coffee in it. I really couldn't tell you that. But I like this. I like the dark fruits. I like the rich roasted malts. I like the chocolate. It's got so much barrel characteristic on the finish. It's woody. It's oaky. There's vanilla. I dig that a ton. I wish it was a little, I wish the mouthfeel was a little fuller, but again, it's a 14% barrel aged beer. Like, what can you do? There is some coffee aspects to it, like with the bitterness that kind of sits on your tongue, but I don't think it's like a crazy coffee bomb by any means, but it's also a year old. So if I'm giving this a grade, it's probably like 96, 95, 96. Solid A. I think that's a good grade for that. I don't know why this label is coming off. Look at that. We could take the whole label off. But yeah, so that's Parabajava 2015 vintage. Good stuff from Firestone Walker. I mean, they're barrel. What do they call it? Barrelworks? Barrelworks series? They make awesome stuff. Their sours are awesome. Their barrel aged stuff's awesome. So yeah, if you guys had it, excuse me, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, Rob. Thanks so much for sending this one. I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.